Good morning. We will be starting the webinar in the next 5 minutes. Thank you for joining. Please stay tuned.
हाँ यही रास्ता है तेरा, तूने अब जाना है। हाँ यही सपना है तेरा, तूने पहचाना है। हाँ यही रास्ता है तेरा, तूने अब जाना है। हाँ यही सपना है तेरा, तूने पहचाना है। तुझे अब ये दिखाना है। रोके तुझको आंधियां क्या जमीन और आसमां पाएगा, जो लक्ष्य है तेरा लक्ष्य तो हर हाल में पाना है। हिम्मत से जो कोई चले, धरती हिले कदमों तले। क्या दूरियां क्या फासले, मंजिल लगे आके गले। हिम्मत से जो कोई चले, धरती हिले कदमों तले। तू चल यूं ही अब सुबह शाम, रुकना झुकना नहीं तेरा काम। तू चल यूं ही अब सुबह शाम, रुकना झुकना नहीं तेरा काम। पाएगा जो लक्ष्य है तेरा लक्ष्य तो हर हाल में पाना है।
Good morning, everyone. We will be starting the webinar in the next few minutes. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful morning.
हाँ यही रास्ता है तेरा, तूने अब जाना है। हाँ यही सपना है तेरा, तूने पहचाना है। तुझे अब ये दिखाना है।
Starting the webinar. We are going to wait for another 60 seconds before we start the webinar. Thank you for joining the call. I really appreciate that. We'll wait for another 60 seconds. Thank you.
पिघला दे जंजीर शमशीर, कर हर मैदान फतेह।
जिंदा है तू दिखला दे जिंदा है तू बाकी है तुझ में हौसला तेरे जुनू के आगे अंबर पनाहे मांगे कर डाले तू जो फैसला
रूठी तकदीरें तो क्या टूटी शमशीरें तो क्या
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the InXpress Franchise Webinar. My name is Manoj Pillai. And before I speak anything, I just want to quickly confirm if I am audible and I've disabled your mic, but your chat box is open. I will be enabling the mic towards the end of the webinar for question and answer. So can everybody quickly use the chat box and say, yes, give me a thumbs up, or just respond with, yes, I can hear you. Is my audio clear? Can you see me, audio, video, and the presentation screen? Yes, thank you so much. So Pratimesh is also typing. Okay, I've got a thumbs up. I've got a yes. So I assume everything is in check. Mr. Ashwin, thank you so much for that. Yes. Mayank Patel is typing something. And that's another thumbs up. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Good morning to you all. This is Friday morning. I hope you are as elated as I am. And I'm going to request you to respond again on the chat box by saying Hindi or English. Now, I see that you all already understand English and that's why you have responded. But again, I'm going to take a pause. Hindi, English. Can I continue in English? English. Okay, I've got English. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Mayank. Mr. Ashwin is also typing English. Wonderful. So I think we've got the vote. Jasti ki majority wins, as we used to say while we were kids. We are going to continue this webinar. So once again, welcome to the InXpress Franchise Webinar. I'm going to take you through a presentation. This is going to be a 1-hour session. We will try to wrap it up on time, sharp at 12 o'clock. The presentation would be some 40 minutes. And after this 40-minute presentation, I will open the forum for a 10-15 minutes question and answer session. At that point in time, I will enable your mics as well. So to begin this webinar today, I have a 60-second video that I want you all to enjoy. And I'm going to play this. This is a commercial that was shot by InXpress, which is uploaded on YouTube and very well received, more than 1 million views on YouTube. So please enjoy this small 60 seconds commercial and we will catch up after this.
What if I told you there's a company that combines first-class shipping with world-class service? Express, we work hard to make sure we are that company. When it comes to shipping goods across the globe, the level. Maybe you want to ship bike helmets, Chinese cat dolls, or coffee beans. It doesn't matter. We pride ourselves on working with businesses of all shapes and sizes. Let logistics for you. We connect your business with world-class shipping carriers through discounts and stick with you throughout the process, from start to finish. We put in the hard yards so that our customers can handle anything that gets in their way. Nothing beats face-to-face service, and I would stay in contact with you every step of the way. You want to ship once, twice a day, 100 times a day. It doesn't matter. Covered. After switching to InXpress, a quarter of our customers save up 5% on their annual shipping fees. Make the change. Treat yourself.
Oh my gosh, are you Ryan Reynolds?
Reynolds, guarantee you shipping discounts? I didn't think so.
All right. I hope you all enjoyed that video. It speaks about how InXpress is helping businesses of all sizes with their shipping requirements and how we are able to save money for all types of businesses and give them very reliable services. More about it in the presentation. I see that Mr. Naresh Patel has raised his hand already. Naresh ji, I'm going to I'm going to unmute you for a while, but please note, I'm not going to unmute anybody else till the end of the presentation. Naresh ji, you've joined the meeting late. You want to unmute and say something quickly before I jump into the presentation because there would be no more interruption till we finish the webinar now. Naresh ji, कुछ कहना चाहते हैं, बोलना चाहते हैं? Your hand is raised. Okay, I'm going to wait for 15 seconds and move on. All right. So, anyways, let's talk about InXpress. By the way, if you have any pressing questions, please use the chat box. I am looking at the chat messages that you are typing. I might be looking here at the camera. Sometimes I will be looking here because I have a bigger monitor here in front of me. So please don't mind. So let's talk about InXpress as a company. So this organization, InXpress, this started from a small garage in UK. It's a European company. It started in UK, a family-run business, and it grew to a business, a national business in UK. From UK, we went into US, and today, after 25 years in this business, starting from 1999, we've completed 25 years in this business. And from that small garage, today we have expanded our business into 14 different countries. To manage this global operations, we've got 3 regional offices, one in America to manage the US and Canada market, one in Europe to manage the UK to manage the Europe and African market, and one in Australia, Brisbane, to manage India and the Asia Pacific region. As you can see in the slide, 14 countries, and in the below timeline, you can also see all the countries that we are operating in. Financially speaking, again, this company is very, very strong, more than $300 million in revenue, and also great experience in managing a franchise system. We just don't have 100, 200 franchisees, but we have experience of managing more than 450 plus active franchisees across the world. Most of you might not have heard about InXpress, but today I'm sure you will be very impressed with what InXpress has achieved. We are a B2B brand. We are not a consumer brand like a McDonald's or a Subway that a 5-year-old kid will know. We are a B2B, business to business logistic consulting company, and we send 8 million shipments in a year. You know what 8 million shipment translates to? Here is a fun fact for you, which is one shipment every 5 seconds. See, all of you joined this webinar with an aspiration to do something for yourself, to quit your job, to start a new business. You are already into business, you want to diversify into another growing business, a bigger business, stable income, stable industry, good growth potential. InXpress is in an evergreen logistics industry, as the welcome slide said. We've got 25 years of experience in this industry. We sent 8 million shipments, good experience and contribution to the industry, good financial backbone, good experience in running a franchise system. So you are in a very safe hand. This franchisee model that I'm talking about, we have successfully duplicated and been successfully operating this in 14 different countries, not just in India. Well, you and me, we are in India. So what is more important for us is what is happening in India. So let's talk about what is InXpress doing in India. So as you can see in the below timeline, we entered the Indian market in 2011. And when we came into in India, we took a support of a master franchisee. So we appointed a Delhi-based company as a master franchisee for whole of India. Now, with the support of this master franchisee, we started appointing unit franchisees in 2013. My first franchisee was in Noida. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited and very glad to share with you that my first franchisee is still part of the business. My first, my second, my fifth, my seventh, all of them still operate with me. When my network started growing in 2017, we decided that we cannot be dependent on a third-party master franchisee, and that's when InXpress management team took a direct entry into India. We set up our own franchise support center in Mumbai, and today we are directly operating in India without the support of any third-party master franchisee. Today, we have more than 60 franchisees in India operating out of 20-25 plus cities, and we've got more than 1,000 active customers that we are servicing on a regular basis. Talking about my performance for last year, by the way, we do around 3.5 crores of billing every single month, and we have got 8 franchisees who are making more than 10 lakh rupees in gross profit every year. We've got 7 franchisees who are making more than 20 lakh rupees in gross profit. We also got another 7 franchisees making more than 30 lakh rupees in gross profit. And we also have 6 franchisees making anywhere from 50 lakh rupees to 80 and 90 lakh rupees of gross profit. This is a single year on year they are making. This is a B2B service oriented business, which means once we have a customer, that customer is going to give us repeat business every single month, and that's how we keep growing our business. Well, we are talking about a franchise business and not just any franchise business. This is a recognized award winning franchise system, not only in India but across the globe. Now, if you all have heard or seen this yellow color award, the Global Franchise Award, this is like the Oscar award of the franchising industry. So we have been the global franchise champion in 2021. We've been the finalist in 2023, and we won the best white collar category winner for 3, 4 times now. And of course, you also see one very familiar name in this slide, which is DHL. DHL, I'm sure many of you already have heard about DHL. DHL is the world's number one logistics company. They are the world's number one, India's number one, not only in terms of their market share with 55-60%, but also the number one service provider in India and across the globe. And InXpress and DHL, we share a very special relationship. InXpress was the number one global authorized reseller for DHL in 2019, and we still continue to be one of the largest DHL authorized partners in the world. So, in short, when you become an InXpress franchisee, you become one of the largest partner of DHL, which means you are the number one partner of the number one service provider in the market. And that is how you represent yourself. Well, let's get closer to what is this business model all about. And before that, let us understand more about my carrier partners and which other carriers do we operate with. So today I'm operating with a plethora of carrier partners, and I've got a lot of services that I cover under our umbrella. So starting with DHL, who's my principal carrier partner. I do international express shipment. What is express shipment? Express shipment means fast shipment, expedited shipment. This is by air, and this is the fastest mode of shipment transit time, like the fastest transit time. Express business being fast and by air, typically it is also called as international couriers or parcel because the weight of the shipments are smaller, half kg, 5 kg, 10 kg, 30 kg, etc. Typically less than 70, 100 kg on a day-to-day basis. Occasionally, we might also see a 400, 500 kg in the express category, but typically less than 100 or 70 kg. That is the core of express business. More than 100 kg, it will be air freight. Big shipment, 40 ton, 50 ton, 100 tons, that will go by sea freight. We do all of them, but which is my main product? My main product is international express. Why is international express my favorite or my main product? Because that is the fastest growing category within the logistics industry. Today Indian logistics is growing at 10.5% compounded annual growth rate, and while the world is growing at only 6.5, India is growing at 10.5. And very interestingly, the express category is growing between 15 to 18% CAGR. Very, very fast. The ticket size is smaller, the risk is smaller, the margins are huge. We do import as well as exports. We do document, parcel, sample shipment, commercial shipment. We also do something called as international temperature control. This is not to send frozen food, fish, chicken, etc. No, no. This is to send healthcare product. As you might be aware, India is becoming the pharma capital of the world. Now, to take care of this requirement, we have this specialized product, which is called as a temperature control shipment. So we can send blood sample, vaccines, medicines, organs, human organs, animal organs, whatever is required, right? We can handle those shipments. And of course, international e-commerce, that is another emerging segment. India is going to be in the top top three. I think India is already at number 4, and India is going to be the top 2. After China, India is going to be at number 2 in the global e-commerce race by 2030, and very soon in top 3 by, I think, by in the next 2 years itself. The domestic space is also growing, and to cater to domestic requirements, we have Blue Dart, which is India's most trusted domestic partner, and we have Movin. Movin is basically a 50-50 joint venture between Indigo Airlines and UPS. Who is UPS? UPS is the top 3 companies, logistics companies in the world after DHL. So UPS and Indigo Airlines, as you know, Indigo has the most amount of commercial air fleets in the country. So they have come together to provide domestic services. So I have a company like Blue Dart, which is most trusted, a premium service provider, and I have Movin, who's relatively a new entrant but provides excellent service at an economical rate. So I've got a premium service, I've got an economical service in the domestic space. Same in the international as well. I've got DHL, who's a premium service provider, and I've got Aramex, who's a economical service provider. A little more about Aramex for those who are not aware of Aramex. Aramex is a Middle East company, and India and Middle East, we share very special trade relationship. Number 3, number 4 trade countries for each other. So if you look at India, India exports more to US, followed by UK and Middle East. So Middle East is number 3, and Aramex is from Middle East. So very good strategic alliance. Okay. So today, International Express is my bread and butter. 97% of my business is International Express. 3% of my business is domestic express. See, today in logistics, most opportunity that you will find is to become a delivery partner. 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees, you get one pin code, do pickup and delivery. 10 rupee, 20 rupees per delivery. Very small business. Good business, but small business. In the domestic express category, where you are not doing pickup and delivery, which I will talk about in my next slide, domestic business, the margins are very, very small. Competition is very tough. So many competition, and the margins is very less. International shipment is very, very lucrative. 10 kg domestic shipment is equal to 1 kg of export. I can make the same money what you make in 10 kg domestic shipment by sending 1 kilo export. And import is even more profitable. And by the way, InXpress is the only DHL channel partner in India who can provide the customer with a DHL import account. Very, very valuable. So we have exclusivity there. So let's recap. What have we understood so far? We have understood that InXpress is a global company, $300 million in turnover, has presence in 14 countries, has 25 years of experience, 11 years of experience in handling business, even in India. We've got franchisees who are as old as the organization, and we are working with multiple carrier partners, providing them international as well as domestic express solutions. Now, what is the business model exactly? This business model is very, very simple and very unique as well. In this business model, the carrier, who are the carrier? DHL, Aramex, Blue Dart, etc. The carrier, the franchisee. Who's the franchisee? You could be a potential franchisee. And InXpress. 3 of us come together and we service business customers in India. We do not cater to individual residential customers. We are 100% B2B business. So we cater to the SME and the micro SME of the country, small and medium sized enterprises in the country. Now, what is the responsibility of the carrier, DHL, Blue Dart, etc.? The carrier will take care of complete pickup and delivery. Pickup, delivery, custom clearance, everything is handled by the carrier, which means you as an InXpress franchisee do not have to invest in truck, tempo, warehouse. You don't have to worry about your driver doing drink and drive. You don't have to worry about your tempo getting in an accident on the road. You don't have to worry about damaging the customer's shipment and the liabilities behind it. You'd have no operational liabilities. This is a white collar logistic consulting opportunity wherein your primary responsibility is acquiring the customer. In simpler words, sales, finding customers, sales, and then maintaining good relationship with those customers. That is your responsibility. So in this business, you are the face of the business. Your responsibility is to find and maintain customers. What will InXpress do? InXpress as a brand will take care of the complete backend, day-to-day backend administrative work. Billing, invoicing, operations, collections, everything is managed completely by InXpress so that you can focus on growing your business. I don't want you to focus your time and energy in billing and invoicing and operations. I want you to focus your complete time and energy in growing your business. How do you grow your business? By getting 10 customer, 20 customer, 30 customer, keep adding more customer and maintain those customer, maintain good relation with them. I will speak about the InXpress support in more detail towards the end of the presentation. InXpress is heavily invested into technology. We have always been invested into technology and we continue to grow our investments into technology. First of all, InXpress University, as you can see, InXpress University is a platform where there are hundreds of modules about the industry, about sales, about digital marketing. A lot of things are available there so that you can constantly upskill yourself. It is a online self-learning portal. We will provide you training. We will provide you online training, classroom training, everything. InXpress University is an additional platform. We will give you training. University is an additional platform. So during your free time, you can log in and learn new things. Webship Plus and XMS, these are business softwares. Webship Plus is a customer facing software. So all the customers that you acquire will have their own login ID password to Webship Plus. Webship Plus allows the customer to book their own shipment, schedule a pickup time, track the shipment, download airway bill, download invoices, international shipment, domestic shipment, everything at a single place. So Webship Plus gives complete control to the customer and Webship Plus helps you save time. You don't have to cater to each and every customer. Well, I'm sure there would be some customers who will send requests to you. They don't want to book shipment themselves. They would say, Mr. Prathamesh, you book the shipments for me. Mr. Manoj or Mr. Patel, Mr. Mayank, Mr. Ashwin, I don't have the time. I don't have the manpower to use this software. I don't have the time. I will send you an email with my shipping requirement. You book the shipment. No problem. You have the master login ID, so you can book a shipment on your customer's behalf. It is very simple, and we will give you complete training. Webship Plus is also integrated or connected with DHL Blue Dart, my carrier software. So as soon as a customer books a shipment, the DHL team will get a notification and they will do the pickup. You see, the interesting thing is in the InXpress business, you are not doing pickup and delivery. So for example, you are from Bombay, for example, but your customer is in Pune or your customer is in Hyderabad, does not matter. You can find and acquire customers anywhere in India, which means there is so much growth potential for you. And that is why this is a highly scalable business. You are based in Mumbai, your customer is based in Hyderabad, they book a shipment, the local DHL team from Hyderabad will go and do the pickup. You don't have to identify who's working in DHL in Hyderabad. Everything is automated. XMS is the backend software where you can log in and monitor your business. XMS will give you complete visibility of what is happening in your business. Where are you making more profits, in import or exports? What more shipments are going in which country, in China or to Germany? Where are you making low margins? Where is the leakage in the house? If you don't know where is the leakage in the house, you will have to plaster the entire house. But if you know there is a leakage in this corner, you can fix that corner and save your time and money and energy. XMS is integrated with Microsoft Power BI, business intelligence report. So you get beautiful, easy to understand analyticals. Moreover, there is a team of business coaches who will help you understand these reports and also frequently share with you and help you monitor and grow your business and your skills also. Now, the softwares will definitely help you manage your business easily and effectively, but the software will come into action only after you find your customer. So let us understand who's the target audience for InXpress. So I have divided the market into 4 different segments, and please understand this particular slide is prepared keeping in mind the international express business. Okay. Now we'll start with Ultimate Target. Ultimate Target contributes to 50% of logistic users in the market. Now, who is an Ultimate Target? Obviously, it has to be a business owner because this is a B2B business. Okay. Ultimate Target is a small business owner who is spending less than 35,000 rupees per month on their logistics requirement. They might be sending importing a shipment or they might exporting a shipment in the express category, but they are spending 35,000 rupees for that. Now, how many shipments can I send in 35,000 rupees? 35,000 could be one shipment also, or maximum it could be three, four, or maximum five shipments a month. See, this is a small customer. Even though he is a small customer, the customer has the aspiration to cut down the middleman and go directly to DHL, go directly to UPS or FedEx. But what happens is their volumes are too small. Today, if a customer wants to open a business account with DHL, the minimum monthly commitment required is 15 shipments a month. That is the requirement at the DHL corporate level. But what is the ground reality? Ground reality is that even if you have 10 or 11 shipments, DHL will open a shipment for you. Right? So, but still you need 10 shipments. This customer is only sending 3, 4, or maximum 5 shipments. So they are not eligible to go directly to DHL. So what they will do, they will go to some third party, wholesaler, co-loader, etc. Who is an wholesaler? Wholesaler is somebody who has a DHL wholesale account. Wholesaler is somebody who has his own truck, tempo, and warehouse. So the wholesaler will go to the customer's place and pick up the shipment and bring it to his own warehouse. The wholesaler will go to multiple such customers in the next couple of days, pick up 10 kg, 50 kg, 30 kg shipment, make it to a 300 kg bulk shipment, and then give it to DHL. What is happening here? The customer is losing out on time. The shipment has, end of the day, the shipment is going to DHL, but unnecessarily it is going to the wholesaler first. There is unnecessary time waste and there is unnecessary risk also, because the wholesalers pickup boys are not well trained like the DHL people. So what is InXpress doing differently? InXpress is an authorized DHL partner. So we open official DHL account for our customer. The same account that a Tata has, that a Reliance has, that an Adani or Sun Pharma or a TCS is enjoying. The same account, DHL official account, is opened for a small and medium-sized business owner in India. In fact, the smallest owner, because we don't take any volume commitment. Somebody wants to send one shipment a month, no problem, even they will get a DHL account. Somebody is sending one shipment in 3 months, no problem, even they will get an official DHL account. DHL trucks and tempos will go directly and do the pickup. So you understand the difference between the service? We are giving direct official DHL service, the same level of service that Tata and Mahindra is getting, compared to a wholesaler who's picking, consolidating, forwarding. Risk, no direct invoice, no direct airway bill, challenges, everything eliminated. And we do this at a competitive price as well, because we consolidate our global and national volumes that we do with DHL. And we are able to get good pricing and we forward that benefit. 95%, 9 out of 10 customers we convert. Then comes a super target. Super target is somebody who's spending 75, 80,000 rupees per month. This customer may be eligible for opening a DHL account. Who's the competition? The telesales team of DHL. DHL sales executives will not go and meet these customers because their volumes are still small. They are an entry level customer for DHL. So they will get an account. They will also get 10-15% discounts from DHL. But for me, they are not entry level customer. For me, they are big customers for InXpress. So we will pass on more benefits even if DHL is into competition. And that is why 75% of the time, 3 out of 4 customers we can still convert. In the enterprise segments, these are customers who spend 1.25 lakhs in per month. Now here the field sales team of the carriers, DHL, etc. is going. So obviously DHL is giving more discounts to them. And when DHL starts giving discounts, of course, we cannot match it all the time. And hence my price competitiveness comes down. Then the large enterprises are the Tatas and Mahindras and Sun Pharma and all those big companies. Obviously, we don't have any business there. They will only work with 4 companies: DHL, FedEx, UPS, Aramex. Only these 4 companies. So remove the large enterprises, 22%. The balance, 78% of the market, this is where you get to operate. It's a huge opportunity. Enterprise customer will agree. It could be a tough customer to acquire. Tough to acquire and tough to retain also to get continuous business. But super target and ultimate target almost contributes to 70% of the market. That is the low hanging fruit for us because we have something of immense value for them. Direct DHL service, competitive service, technology access, access to the franchisee so that they have a personalized relationship. We've got everything for them. Once they use InXpress services, they will never be fully satisfied working with a third party wholesaler. That's the kind of service that we assure to our customers. Now let's talk about this. What is the investment? See, InXpress, now this business, as you've understood, you have no headache of operations. You don't need truck tempos. You don't need warehouse. You don't have to limit your business in a small pin code. You might be in Delhi, but your customers could be in Chennai, Faridabad, Ghaziabad, Noida. You could be in Hyderabad. You can have customers in Vizag, Nellore, Chittoor, wherever, right? So it is a highly scalable business. After 5 years in the business, you don't have to worry about, oh, I have to look for a bigger warehouse. I don't have enough truck 10 tempos to cater to new customers. You can have 10 customers, 100 customers, 200 customers, and you can grow the business. You've seen that my franchisees are making 30 lakh, 50 lakh, 70 lakh, 90 lakh rupees of gross profit every year. It is a highly scalable business. If people are making 50 lakh rupees, 90 lakh rupees, what should be the operating business expenses? Normally, in any other business, if you want to make 50 lakh rupees of profits, you will have at least 1.5 crore worth of inventory lying in your garage or inventory floating in the market. You will also have big infrastructure expenses, not in InXpress. Let us see what is the investment and operating expense in InXpress business model. So you can own an InXpress franchisee by paying a franchisee fee of 9 lakh rupees and 18%. This is a non-refundable franchisee fee and this has to be paid at the time of signing the agreement. The franchisee agreement will be for a period of 5 years. After 5 years, you can renew the agreement by paying only 3,30,000 and you get a fresh agreement of 5 years, new 5 years. So you don't have to pay 9 lakh rupees again. And 3,30,000 after 5 years is maybe 1 or 2 months of your profit. So by paying 2 months of your profit, you renew your agreement for the next 5 years where you're getting recurring income. See, please understand the beauty of this. This is a recurring business. You have acquired 10 customers today. Tomorrow, even if you have zero new customer, you still have 10 customers who will give you business for the next 3, 4, 5 years. But obviously, you work hard in the first year, second year, third year, because based on your hunger, you can make this as big as you want. There is no ceiling to this business. If you open a small burger shop with this 9 lakh rupees, imagine you open a small burger shop with this 9 lakh rupees. If in your kitchen you can make 100 burgers in a day, can you sell 200 burgers? You cannot. There is a ceiling. Imagine with this 9 lakh rupees, you open a small preschool, a 1,000 square feet preschool where you can accommodate 20 students. Can you sell 35 admissions? No, you cannot. You can only sell maximum 20 admissions. There is a ceiling, there is a limit to growth. In InXpress, there is no limit to growth. Moreover, what is the operating expense? If in this 9 lakh rupees, if you open a preschool, if you open a restaurant, you have to pay 60,000, 70,000, 1 lakh rupee rent every month to open the store. The profit is secondary. To open the store, you have to pay 70,000, 1 lakh rupee rent depending on which city, which location. In InXpress business, the operating expense, point number 3 and 4. Point number 3, software charges, CRM charges, $67 both put together, approximately 5,000 rupees a month, 5,200 rupees a month, which means for full year, 65,000 rupees. 65,000 is 1 month of rent for retail business. In our business, one full year taken care of. 1 year versus 1 month, right? That is the kind of savings that you do. So software charges, around 5,000 rupees per month, and it will start from first month of operations. Then we have something called as airway bill. What is, and by the way, point number three is a fixed charge. Today your business is 1 lakh rupees a month. Tomorrow your business is 4 lakh rupees a month. Your expense does not grow. It will be 5 lakh rupees now, it will be 5 lakh rupees then. Oh, sorry, 5,000, not 5 lakh rupees. 5,000 rupees of monthly expense. Point number four is airway bill. Airway bill is a piece of document which has all the information for the parcel to move from point A to point B. And to generate this technical document, there's a fees as mentioned in on your screen. This is per airway bill, per shipment, per international shipment, per domestic shipment. This is a variable shipment, a variable expense, which means this expense will change every month depending on the number of shipments your overall customers have booked. To give you a context, it is an extremely small amount, 300 to 500 rupees per month in your first year. To give you a context, in the long run, my biggest franchisee who's making 80-90 lakh rupees of gross profit, they spend 8. Okay, so it's an extremely small expense. Now we've seen the expenses. So basically, see what you need in InXpress business is 9 lakh rupees plus 18% GST, 10 lakh 62,000 rupees, say 11 lakh rupees round figure to start the business. Additionally, you need 1 lakh rupees to survive in the business for the first year. 1 lakh rupees, less than 1 lakh rupees, I am putting round figure. So point number three and four put together will be 60, 70, 75,000 rupees maximum. But I am saying 1 lakh rupees. Keep 1 lakh rupees plan. And 1 lakh rupees not in a single, on a monthly basis, 5, 6, 7,000 rupees a month. That's it. Now let us see how much money we can expect to. How do we make money in the business? See, when we open a DHL account for the customer, we open it free of cost. If anybody wants a DHL import account, we are the only channel partner who can give a DHL import account to the customer. But that also we give free of cost to the customer. We make money only when the customer is sending a shipment. Suppose the market price is 20,000. What do I mean by market price or tariff price? If you go to the nearest DHL Blue Dart outlet in your city, this is the rate that they will give, 20,000, 10,000, whatever. I've taken an example, 20,000 for a XYZ shipment. How much money does InXpress has to pay to DHL? InXpress does not have to pay 20,000 to DHL because we are a preferred partner. So we get minimum 50% discount. Minimum. Okay, minimum, not maximum, minimum discount. My maximum discount can go all the way to 70%. So 50 to 70% discount. So I have to pay less than 10,000 also. But I am taking a minimum discount example, 10,000. So out of this 20,000, which is a market price, I have to pay only 10,000 to DHL, which means our cost, you and me, we have to pay 10,000 to DHL. So how much can we offer to the customer? We can offer anything between 10 and 20. So in this example, I have taken 13,000. So for example, if a customer is giving you a commitment of 10 shipments a month, you might give them a 13,000 rupee rate. But if a customer is giving you only 2 shipments a month commitment, you might sell it to them at 17,000 rupees also. Correct? Depending on the volume you negotiate. Who will negotiate? You will negotiate. You have the authority. You are the boss. You will decide. 13,000 becomes the revenue. This is the revenue. Revenue minus the carrier cost will give us the gross profit, which is 3,000 rupees. This gross profit will be split into 70-30, wherein you make 70% and InXpress make 30%. So gross margin share of 70-30. Gross profit, gross margin, same thing. 70% for you, 30% for InXpress. How do you calculate gross margin or gross profit? Customer billing amount, which we can also call as revenue. Revenue minus the carrier cost will give us. So if you look at it, we are into profit sharing, gross profit sharing, not revenue sharing. Most franchise businesses are into revenue sharing, which means they will take a percentage on the 13,000 rupees. So the franchisee makes profit or does not make profit, the brand will always make money. In our case, we are into gross profit share, which means we will make money only when the franchisees make profit. If the franchisee does not earn profit, we also don't earn profit. It's very simple. Okay. So see, remember two terminology. One is revenue. This 13,000 is revenue. And this 3,000 is gross profit or gross margin. We need these two terms for the next slide. Now, this is how the money comes in. Now let us understand how does a business grow. This is my actual pan India average numbers. So the average monthly revenue per customer in the previous slide we saw 13,000. But that 13,000, what is the average for me? One customer, 1 month, 30,000. So I make nearly 30,000 from every customer every month. Now I have to pay some money to DHL. After paying to DHL, the margin per customer is approximately 8,500, which is approximately 28% margin. Now this 8,500 rupees gross margin, we will split into 70-30 as we saw in the previous slide, which will look something like this. 8,500, 70% for the franchisee, 30% for InXpress. So the franchisee is making 5,900, which is say 6,000 rupees approximately. So 6,000 rupees is your net margin after paying to DHL, after paying to InXpress, your net margin. 6,000 rupees, one customer, 1 month. So if this one customer gives you business for 1 year, 12 months, which is approximately 70,000 rupees, 70,000 rupees means your airway bill, tech fees, software fees, those point number 3 and 4, if you remember, that is taken care of. Just with one customer. One customer will take care of your complete 1 year of expense. If not one, you need two customer maximum. What else? Right? One or two customers can take care of complete expenses in your business. The rest will be in your pocket. If you have 10 such customers, you start making recurring income. Why am I saying recurring income? Finding the customer is one time effort, but that one time effort, that customer will book shipment every 15 days, every 40 days, or maybe once in 2 months. Every customer will have different frequency. But whatever the frequency, it is steady cash flow. I am not trying to give you a projection or paint a picture for you. All I'm trying to communicate is that in our business, the more customers you find, the more recurring income you will have. The bigger customer base you create, more passive monthly cash flow in the business, and there is no limit to growth. It's not that you're investing 9 lakh rupees means you will only make 20 lakh rupees every year. No, you can make 30 lakh rupees every year, 40 lakh rupees every year, 50 lakh rupees every year. But will you reach 30 lakh rupees in first year? No, it will require patience. You need good 1.5 years of time to create a good stable customer base. Initial first 3-4 months, your income will be small because you only have limited 2 3 4 customers. But when you reach 20 30 customer, which can easily be done in a year's time, you start making that kind of money. Now let's talk about training and support. This is a fully supported franchise model. So we have, first of all, our standard marketing support. So we give you your visiting card, brochure, email ID @inexpress.com email ID you will get. And then we will give you your own website so that you have a landing page if you want to do some Facebook, LinkedIn post. We do complete training for you. We have 2 weeks of online training. We take care of operation product training in 1 week. And in the second week, we do a sales training, 1 week of full sales training. After this 2 weeks of operations and sales training, you will be enrolled into a mentorship program wherein every week you will get connected with an industry expert for a one-on-one mentorship program. Like this video call, instead of a webinar, we will have one-on-one call. And we will also have similar webinars with other franchisees, other fellow franchisee. Some franchisees 2 months senior, somebody is 7 month, 10 months senior to you. Every day we have a webinar, half an hour in the morning, 9:30 to 10 o'clock. Half an hour, all the new franchisees come together, they speak about their experiences, positive experience, negative experience, so that you learn from each other. Right. And then we also provide you with 500 leads. When you start your business, you get 500 leads of IEC. What is IEC? IEC is import export code. So we provide you of database of those people who are into import export so that you have a launch pad and you can start calling those people. And we also have the franchise support center. So in addition to the one-on-one training, webinar, etc., on a daily basis, you have questions or you need guidance twice a day, 10 times a day, the franchise support center is available to you. We give you software training, management training. My operations team is there, my dedicated operations team. They will take care of IT support, system training, making sure that Webship Plus, XMS, everything is working and you know how to use them. They will also provide you freight consultancy. My customer wants to send a shipment to Israel. Can I send it between all this war situation? My customer wants to send a shipment to Iran. How many days will it take? My customer wants to send a certain chemical. Is this a dangerous good, non-dangerous goods? Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention in the previous slide. See, we cater to industries, customers from all industry: plastic, metal, chemical, automobile, textile, hair, everything you see in the room, break that down into smaller components. We do everything except for three things. Number one, we don't deal in gold and diamond, precious metals. Number two, we don't deal in perishable goods, fruits, vegetable, dairy product, perishable goods. And number three, we don't deal in dangerous or hazardous goods. Okay. Now that is where, now what I reminded is, when if a customer wants to send chemical, so we deal in chemicals also, but certain chemicals can be dangerous in nature, hazardous in nature, so we can't deal in that. So the operations team will help you understand which are dangerous goods, which are non-dangerous goods. So they will help you consult. And also with resolution, pickup is late, this thing is late, delivery is late, goods are stuck in customs, goods, goods shipment is damaged in transit, shipment is lost in transit, don't worry, you don't have liability. It is DHL. You did not pick up the shipment. You did not even touch the shipment. It is DHL's liability. But the customer belongs to you and me. So it is our responsibility to support the customer, to help the customer understand what is the claim process with DHL. What form do they have to fill? Where do they have to sign? What document they have to submit? So we will help you. And my operations team will follow up with DHL. So you don't have to run behind DHL. My operations team will do. Finally, I have a finance team. So sending the invoice to the, creating the invoice for the customer, sending the invoice to the customer, calling the customer for payment reminder. Sir, your payment is due, collections, etc. I also have a collections team. So you will get 100% collection support. Well, it is your business end of the day, so you have to keep an eye on collections also. It is your responsibility at the end of the day, because it is your customer, you have bought the customer. But I will give you support in every little thing so that you don't have to invest time in this. Okay. Lastly, a quick comparison as we close to our, as we are about to close our presentation and open for Q&A, a small comparison between other friends. See, 9 lakh rupees is not a small amount. In 9 lakh rupees, there's so many opportunity. Restaurant, preschool, we spoke about. It could be a salon, it could be a gym, or so many things. These are B2C brand, business to consumer. We are a professional B2B business. In the other businesses, you have high investment. Why? See, franchisee fee. InXpress is taking 9 lakh rupee franchisee fee. Every brand will take franchisee fee. If it is a small brand, they will take 2 lakh franchisee fee. If it is a very big brand, they will take 25 lakh rupees just as franchisee fee. But whether it is 2 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh rupee franchisee fee, in addition to the franchisee fee, you have to spend money for infrastructure, shop, plumbing, cutleries, machinery, furniture, etc. The brand will support you to make those things, but the franchisee has to spend money for infrastructure. In my business, no infrastructure, work from home, no problem. If you want to take an office, take it on a second floor, third floor, low rent, no problem. High overheads. In other businesses, from day one, you need 4, 5, 6 employees. You need inventory, rent. We don't have all those. Restrictive territory. In other businesses, customers will come from a 2 kilometer radius, 5 kilometer radius. In my business, entire India is your playground. In other businesses, you have transactional revenue, which means if you're running a Peter England showroom, I will come to your showroom, I will buy a shirt, I will pay and go. In my business, once a customer comes, he pays me every month, every 15 days, every 40 days, he pays me, continues long term, and I keep adding more and more customer. If you have a preschool, a student will come, he will pay for 1 year, done. Next year, you have to find another student. In my case, I will find customer, like preschool, even I have to find customers every year, but that old customer will continue to give me business. Other businesses have limited scalability. I have tremendous scalability. And I give a small assignment to everybody. You all have aspiration to start something for yourself, do something new for yourself. Find a business model wherein you have to invest only 9-10 lakh rupees, and that business can grow to a level where you can make 40-50 lakh rupees of gross profit every year. 40-50 lakh rupees is half of my top franchisees performance. But still, find a business model which can scale to that level with such small initial investment and also operating recurring expenses, right? Anyways, as a organization, every year my franchisees, we come together, so we do online training, we have training Thursdays, etc., etc. But we also believe in building a strong solid camaraderie between our network. We come together for an annual convention. Here are a few pictures from few of our previous convention. This one is our latest convention. We were in Chandigarh this January. Wearing the same jacket from the convention as well. We also believe in giving back to the society. As an organization, we are responsible, so every year we try to do some sort of give back activity. And we also believe in rewarding our top performing franchisees, so we make sure for top 4 of our franchisees, they go for a fully paid international vacation every single year. So that's all about the brand presentation webinar today. The last 10-15 minutes I will open for question and answer. And while I enable your mics, uh, this 8-step discovery process, what you see, this is a process so that you can learn about InXpress in a very systematic, structured way. So currently we are at step number 2, brand review. We are reviewing the brand. Step number 1, we have skipped. Few of you, I know I have already spoken to you. So we have completed step number 1. Step number 1 is where I want to learn more about you. Step number 2 is where you learn about InXpress in a structured way. Step number 3, 4, we will work on business plan. We will log into XMS. With each one of you, we will log into the XMS software and we will look at real-time data, how much my franchisees are making. I've shown some numbers on the presentation, but we will actually go and see in live data on the software, backend software, whether whatever Manoj showed in the presentation, is that correct? I will arrange a phone call with my existing franchisee. I will share the agreement copy in advance. I will invite you to my office also. We will sit in this very conference room and have a face-to-face discussion. If everything is comfortable, confident, only then we will go ahead and sign the agreement. So thank you so much for your patient listening. I have enabled your mic, so you can please unmute yourself and ask your questions. You can also use the chat box to ask your questions. So please, anybody who has a question, feel free. There is no silly questions. There are no wrong questions, anything at all. You can ask me anything. I think I've done a way too good job since there are no questions. Naresh ji, Manoj ji, Jaydev ji, Ashwin ji, Akshay ji, any questions? Mr. Srinivas, any questions?
हेलो
Yes, Naresh ji.
सर, इसमें आपने इंटरनेशनल के लिए बात किया, ठीक है। तो इंटरनेशनल में बहुत सारे अवेलेबल है, जैसे कि बाय एप और बाय शिप, दोनों अवेलेबल है।
करेक्ट सर।
जैसे कोई कस्टमर है, इसको बाय शिप भेजना है कुछ शिपमेंट,
हाँ जी,
वो भी अवेलेबल है ना?
हाँ जी, वो भी अवेलेबल है मेरे पास। सी फ्रेट भी करते हैं हम।
ओके, इसमें कुछ वॉल्यूम रहता है कि हमको इतना लोड चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ?
नहीं सर, मैं पार्शियल लोड भी करता हूँ। कस्टमर को छोटा कुरियर भेजना है, पार्सल भेजना है, उसको 4 टन भेजना है, 40 टन भेजना है, 100 टन भेजना है, मैं सब देख सकता हूँ। उसको एक छोटा डॉक्यूमेंट भेजना है तो डॉक्यूमेंट भी भिजवा दूंगा। So right from document to 20 kg, 50 kg, 100 kg by air express, air freight, everything we can handle. Okay.
अच्छा, एक्सपोर्ट के मतलब आउट कंट्री इंटरनेशनल के लिए जो डॉक्यूमेंटेशन रहेगा, क्योंकि हर कंट्री का खुद का अलग अलग रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन होता है, ठीक है?
करेक्ट।
तो उसके लिए डॉक्यूमेंटेशन कौन करेगा? सपोज मैंने कोई शिपमेंट बुक किया है, तो उसमें कौन कौन सा डॉक्यूमेंट लगेगा? कितने सारे तो पेजेस लगते हैं, फॉर्म फिलअप करने पड़ते हैं।
करेक्ट करेक्ट। तो नरेश जी देखो, अपना कस्टमर, सपोज आपने कस्टमर लाया, वो कपड़े का व्यापारी है, उसको एक्सपोर्ट करना है, तो आपका सवाल है कि उसको क्या क्या डॉक्यूमेंट लगेगा। कपड़े के व्यापारी को अलग डॉक्यूमेंट लगेगा, ऑटोमोबाइल वाले को अलग डॉक्यूमेंट लगेगा, जर्मनी में अलग डॉक्यूमेंट लगेगा, यूएस में अलग, क्योंकि हर कंट्री का कस्टम्स भी अलग होता है। तो देखो, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल क्या होता है ना, हमको ज्यादा इसमें टेंशन नहीं आता है। नंबर 1 रीजन, क्योंकि जो हमारा कस्टमर है, जो कपड़ा एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है, वो आज सर्विस आपसे लेना शुरू कर रहा है, बट वो कपड़े तो बहुत सालों से एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है ना, तो नॉर्मली क्या होता है, कस्टमर को खुद पता होता है क्या चाहिए क्या नहीं चाहिए होता है। नंबर 2 सिचुएशन कि वो नया कस्टमर है, उसको नहीं पता, तो मेरी टीम है, मेरी ऑपरेशंस टीम है, जैसे मैंने बताया, तो आप मेरे ऑपरेशंस टीम को कॉल कर सकते हो और बोल सकते हो देखो मेरे कस्टमर को फलाना फलाना प्रोडक्ट एक्सपोर्ट करना है फलाना फलाना लोकेशन पे, करेक्ट। तो उस हिसाब से मेरी ऑपरेशंस टीम गाइड करेगी। ओके, अगर मेरे ऑपरेशंस टीम के पास जवाब नहीं है तो मेरी ऑपरेशंस टीम डीएचएल को कॉल करेगी, उनके पास तो सब होता ही है, राइट। तो उनसे हम गाइडेंस लेके आगे कस्टमर तक पहुंचा देते हैं। ओके नरेश
ओके
जी।
ओके, श्योर श्योर श्योर।
ओके, नेक्स्ट आई मिस्टर खान, मिस्टर हसन खान, बारिकुल हसन खान, आपने हैंड रेस किया सर, अनम्यूट करके पूछ सकते हो। यू कैन अनम्यूट एंड आस्क योर क्वेश्चन मिस्टर हसन खान। आई कांट हियर यू सर, मिस्टर खान, मैं आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही, आप चैट बॉक्स में भी अपना क्वेश्चन डाल सकते हो। Okay, anybody else in the meantime? Mr. Khan, I still cannot hear you. Anybody else wants to ask a question? Okay, there's a question in the chat. I'm going to take that in the meantime. Okay, there are a few other questions in the chat. Sorry, I missed that. Okay. Can you explain the operations once again? Where do you get the customers from? How does the shipment movement work? So Mr. Bushra has 3 questions. So I will start with in the sequence of that question. How can you explain the operations once again? Simple. The franchisee's responsibility is to go out in the market and find the customer. Once the customer is onboarded, we will create their customer account. The customer gets the access to the software. They can book their own shipment or the franchisee will book the shipment. Anyways, whoever can book, the customer will book or the franchisee will book. Where? On the software. Once the shipment is booked on the software, the respective carrier, DHL, Blue Dart, RMX, whatever, whichever carrier you have selected, that carrier will get the notification. The carrier will go and do the pickup and delivery. You don't have to worry about it. And once the pickup and delivery is being done, the tracking of the shipment can also be done on the software. Once the shipment is delivered, then the InXpress backend team will raise an invoice to the customer. The InXpress backend collections team will call the customer and help with the collections. In collections, sometimes a franchisee has also to be involved. Once the money is collected from the customer, 70% of the gross profit is shared with you. When do we share the 70% with you? Every 15 days, not at the end of the month, every 15 days. Okay, Friday to Friday, every day. And where do you get the customers from? There is one more question there. You can find customers online. Go to Google and type textile companies near me, automobile spare part dealers near me, exporters near me. Number one, Google. Number two, in the internet only, you will find multiple websites, Just Dial, India Mart, consolidation website. Number three, you can go to an exhibition in your city. There are so many exhibitions in the country. Textile industry related, packaging material industry exhibition, corrugate boxing industry, technology related, manufacturers, dealers, suppliers, everybody is coming to that exhibition. You go, you pay 500 rupees, 1000 rupees for entry at that exhibition, but you meet 100 people in a single day. You will get business from only 1 or 2 people, but done. That is another way. You can be part of networking groups like BNI, Saturday clubs, etc. You can get referrals and business from there also. Okay, so I hope Mr. Bushra have answered all the 3 questions. Mr. Walipi, one of your questions is same as Mr. Bushra, which I just answered. I hope that is done clear. How can InXpress help me if I don't have a good market like 3 months? See, Mr. Walipi, so I think the question is more about what if you are not able to find customers? What can InXpress do? See, InXpress can only help you with training. InXpress will provide you with some database, 500 database one time, right? I can help you connect with my vendor so that you can buy more database. That is secondary I can do. I can get on a call with your customers. I can give you training. I can keep giving you training. I will give you suggestions of what you can change, etc. At the end of the day, you still have to do hard work. See, in this business, two of us, both of Both of us got same training. Both of us are going in the same market. Both of us are selling the same product. What results you can achieve in 3 months, there is a possibility that I will require 6 months to get the same result, because you are more skilled, you are more lucky, or whatever, right? So in this business, if I don't give up, if I give up in 3 months saying, oh, Mr. Walipi did so much business, I have done only half of it, I'm demotivated, I give up, then yes, it is a loss. InXpress is not going to give you the 9 lakh rupees back. It is a non-refundable investment. But if you stay true to the course, if you call people, meet people every day, there is no reason why anybody will fail in this business. Yes, one thing will happen, that what you took 3 months, I will take 6 months. You took 7 months to become reach at this level. I will take 10 months, 12 months to reach this level. That is possible. Timeline to become successful can be different. Mr. Khan has a question. In my city, there is no company. So how how I reach to customer? See, you might be from a tier 2, tier 3 cities. So that is a challenge for you. My business will do better in those locations where we have more importers and exporters. But does that mean that you cannot do business in tier 2, 3 cities? No. It will be tough, because you will have to reach out to a city which is 100 kilometers, 200 kilometers, or maybe 400 kilometers from your house. Is it practically possible to travel every day? Not possible. Can you do that business? Absolutely yes. Now look at me. I sit in Mumbai and I appoint franchises in Ludhiana. I sit in Mumbai and appoint franchises in Chennai. Do I travel to Chennai? Absolutely not. I'm not traveling anywhere. I do everything on phone, on video call, etc. And what am I selling? 9 lakh rupees of franchisee. What are you selling? You are selling 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 worth of shipments, shipping services. That's all. So it is possible. I will talk about it in more detail, Mr. Khan, when we connect on a one-on-one call. Mr. Bushra says, thanks a lot for the answers. On what basis do franchisees choose a courier company? Very good questions. See, DHL and Blue Dart, they are a reputed carrier, the best service provider. Okay, but they're premium service provider. They're expensive also. So I will try, my first preference is always to push DHL and Blue Dart. Why? Because they are the best service provider, which means the service failure rate will be extremely minimal, negligible. So I will try to pitch that. But there could be some customers who may not afford DHL. They might be in a line of business where their margins are extremely thin and hence cannot afford DHL services. In that case, then I will go for Aramex. Number two situation could be, there is a customer who can afford DHL and is using DHL with us. They are using DHL to send shipment in US, Europe, Middle East, etc., everywhere. And we are also happy. There is no need for any change. But you can go to the customer and say, hey, Mr. Customer, you're sending shipment to US, UK, and Middle East. And you're using DHL services through me. And thank you so much for the business. I was just I was just analyzing your data and I realized 20% of your shipments are going to Middle East. Why don't you send 5% of those Middle East shipment using Aramex and try the Aramex shipment for 2-3 months? And if you're happy with that, then shift your entire 20% Middle East shipment to Aramex. And by doing so, you will save so much money, because Aramex is an economical service provider. So basis that, so see, we are a consultant. We understand the shipping requirement of the customer. What product are they sending? Where are they sending it to? What is the frequency of the shipments they are sending? What services are they currently using? What do they like about their current service provider? What do they dislike about the service provider? What is missing in their existing service provider? When they're sending it to a customer in Europe, there are customers in Europe who would say only send it by DHL. So what are they sending it to? A lot of parameters will come into this, but as a thumb rule, we will try to pitch DHL. Why? Service is the best. So we can confidently say I am the best service provider in the country. Why? Because I'm giving direct DHL service to the customer. So Mr. Bushra, I hope that gives you some perspective on the question that you've asked. Of course, there could be multiple facets to it. We can discuss that in more detail during our one-on-one call. Mr. Walipi says, thank you. I will come to Mr. I think Naresh Patel, you were trying to unmute a few times and I was still going on with my question. Paresh ji, koi sawal? You have a question, sir? You've unmuted a couple of times.
No, thank you, thank you.
Okay, okay. So I will put you back on mute. Okay. So I think I have answered all the questions in the chat. I will take another minute and see if there is one more question. This textile etc. company you spoke about will already have logistics partner. What difference will we make that they will join us? A very good question again. So see, we can, I hope you can see my video. We can eat food like this. We can eat food like this. Nobody eats like this. The customer is currently using a wholesaler, a third party. So the customer's shipment gets picked up, goes to another warehouse. Then it stays there for a couple of days and then it goes to DHL. Why? What value is that adding to the customer? Is the customer saving money with that? Sometimes maybe yes. But what if I can match the same price and I can give them doorstep DHL service? Why will a customer not come to me? And it is more reliable. I am adding reliability. I am reducing the transit time for them and I am giving that at a competitive price. I am giving them technology. I am giving them proper invoice, single invoice. Acha, that is also one more thing from a finance perspective also. See, you could be speaking to a logistics manager and you could talk about transit time. You could talk to the business owner and you can talk about economy, saving money. You could be talking to a finance manager of that company and you can talk about the hassle of invoice, because when they are dealing with a local player they sometimes get a kacha bill. They get different invoices for all different shipments. What we do, we send a consolidated single invoice for all the shipments that they have sent in a week. But at the same time, while it is consolidated, it has breakup of all the shipment. So the finance manager does not have to manage 10 different invoices. One invoice with 10 different shipment and details of all the 10 shipments. So depending on which stakeholder you are speaking with, you will have different benefits that you can speak about. See, overall, Mr. Bushra, it is about reliability. It is about world-class service. It is about pricing as well. Pricing, see, we are very competitive, but we don't sell on pricing. See, if you want to sell on pricing, ki I am the most cheapest service provider, even a monkey can do it, right? We don't want to do that. We are not like other local players. We are a value-added service provider. We don't want 1,000 customers. We want only 100 good customers, and that creates good business for us. So think about it like a Vivo phone and an iPhone. Vivo is selling 1 lakh phone. iPhone might be only selling 50,000 phones. I don't know the exact number. I'm just giving. Vivo might be selling 1 lakh phone. iPhone is selling only half of that. But iPhone is making more profits than Vivo. Why do you want to manage 1,000 customers when you can make the same money by only managing 100 good customers? That is the philosophy with and the strategy that we apply in our business. Okay, so Mr. Bushra is typing one more question. Mr. Bushra, you can also unmute and we can have a dialogue. In the meantime, for everyone else, you will get a call from me and my team today to check your interest, and we can schedule a one-on-one call maybe today or in the coming week. We work between Monday to Friday, 9 to 6 p.m. So if not today, we will hear, you can hear from us tomorrow. I will drop you a WhatsApp message so that you can contact me directly as well, and we can take this offline on a one-on-one call. So Mr. Bistra's message, you've been very helpful. I have one last question. Why DHL do not do this directly? Very good question. If at the end of the day, perfect. No, that's a no apologies required. So that's a wonderful question. That's a perfect question. See, DHL is a logistics company. Their core competency is taking product from point A to point B. They don't want to do sales, but if they want to send product from point A to point B, they need customer. So they also have a sales team. DHL also has a sales team. But what is the DHL sales team strength? Today, DHL has a sales team of 120 to 140 approximately, say 150 sales rep, sales managers and all of those, the sales team. And how many SMEs in the country, SMEs and MSMEs? 6 crore. 10% of them into import export, still very big. DHL sales rep are managing all sales reps. See, industry statistic is that only 15% of the customers have direct carrier account. 85% works through channel partner, and that is not only for logistics, that is for all companies. Now Microsoft, everybody is using Microsoft. You are using, I am using, TCS is also using, a small proprietary company with 5 employees is also using Microsoft. But is Microsoft going directly selling it to everybody? No. Microsoft also will have a sales team. They are selling it to the only to the elite customer. And they have created a network of channel partners who are in turn reaching out to the masses. And that is what. And secondly, second point. So one is about reach. Second point is about convenience for DHL. I am catering to 1,000+ customers every single month. Now imagine if DHL cater to this 1,000 customers directly. DHL will need sales team, DHL will need customer service team, DHL will need collections team, additional resources to manage these customers. But instead of that, what is happening right now? DHL is sending a single invoice of 4 crore rupees to InXpress every single month, and InXpress signs off a 4 crore check. Here it is, done. DHL gets paid before InXpress gets paid from the customer. DHL has zero risk. He's getting prepaid money. Mr. Bushra, I hope that made sense. I could give you 3, 4 different more tangents on that, but more about it in one-on-one call, since we have exceeded this webinar by 10 minutes. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time and attention and all those brilliant questions in the chat. I look forward to connecting with you on a one-on-one call. Have a blessed day ahead. Thank you once again. Thank you so much.